This video is brought to you by Dynamic Custom Beadworks. Head over to dynamicbeadworks.com now to get your own custom video game sprite.
You got the touch. You got the power.
Alright, so we're just not gonna worry about those items over there. We're just gonna move forward. Yeah. Hey Shiga, how you doing, man? Yeah, Raiden can't swim. Well, according to the mission briefing on the way to Big Shell, apparently what's down there is not just water. It's a mixture of like water and oil, crude and shit. So like, even if I did go down there, I would sink for the most part. Or I would be so poisoned that like once I got out of it, I'd die anyway.
This is not a pretty sight.
No shit. Can I pop him from here? Can I do it? Can I do it from downtown? Yeah! Alright, I'm not pulling that stunt twice. Fuck off, birds. Yo, Reaper, thank you for another donation, dude. That's 2 days in a row. That's super nice of you, man. God damn it. I look away for 1 second to tell Raven goodnight and I'd die.
Right.
Alright, have a good night, Raven. I hope you get to sleep, dude. I am not far behind you. I may go for maybe another half hour and then, Jaycun, will I stream Undertale? I haven't seen much about it. I know the Game Grumps have been doing it on Steam Train. And, my buddy Sean, Hope Within Chaos, he got it gifted to him as well.
Encounter the enemy requesting that.
I haven't seen much about it to where it would garner me, yeah, I'll buy that and try it out, but, like, if it's gifted to me or donated to me, I certainly have no problem trying it out on stream. But as of right now, do I have any intention of buying it? No, not really, because like I already have a ton on my plate already for the challenge blocks. Like, you gotta keep in mind, like, this is game... Metal Gear Solid 1 was 147, Transformers was 148, this is game 149 out of 400 plus. So, like, we have enough games. And you also need to bear in mind, that list is only going to get bigger. We have enough games to keep the challenge block of this channel alive and well, realistically, for the next year to 2 years. Yeah, donation night. 2 donations in one night. Like, that is unheard of. You guys are animals, I tell you.
Jack, what's going on?
Jack, what's going on? Oh, nothing. Just
Jack!
being a dumbass. Oh, I didn't read your donation? Hang on, dude. I'll read your donation. Still level 1 grip. Gotta do some pull-ups, man. Yeah. Rivens, J-Kun, please stop this. What are you talking about, dude? There we go. The constant death. I'm sorry, shit happens, dude. I will try to be better. I promise.
Olga, Snake, he's here. In Shell 1.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself.
Oh, god damn it.
Plan because of your personal feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it. Where's Ocelot?
Not here.
Trust him.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
He's not one of my own. He left my father to die, remember?
Olga, we'll talk later. We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the
In
chopper?
Olga we
The
trust.
Camoff is out of action. Take the oil fence from Strut Elm.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Not yet. Their retrieval comes last. The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
He survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
I know. No one gets in here. Turn the currents on.
Of course. High voltage currents on.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course. That was part of the agreement.
We start living for ourselves after this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
It's time they went
I
free.
read a poll that Ocelot was the
happened to
most
rebuild
popular MGS
Mother
character
Russia?
ever. See,
The old
even
man
I
said,
find that hard to
The
believe.
world is a different place now.
Maybe the top
It's
5,
no life.
but not the
Just
most
as a reminder,
popular.
I'm going to say this again, one last time. Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close
I don't
to the
give a
door.
shit. I'm fine with being
the
a
floor
1%er.
is electrified.
There you go,
Don't
right,
test
Vince.
it. You'll be
Fuck 'em.
bacon.
Any suggestions?
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training?
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right. But make sure you don't hit the president.
I'm gonna hit the president.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the
I'm
walls
almost
have a
guaranteeing I'm
built-in
gonna hit
radio
the president
shield.
at least
So
once.
that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
Nope. Okay. Node. Motherfucker, I know how to swim.
Colonel, B1 is completely NVGs will definitely help. Alright, Nick, have a good one, dude. And come here. There we go, we got what we need. Alright, so probably after this segment right here with the president is where we're going to call it a night.
Wow, I got it on the first try. I'm actually quite impressed with myself.
President Johnson.
Huh? So you're finally here.
You've been expecting me?
Your equipment, that skull suit, isn't exactly standard military issue.
What's up, my boy?
Are you all right, sir?
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
Where's K-Fam? There's about to be some dick grabbing going.
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you...
And dick grabbing.
What the...
You're a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound? I see. Now things are starting to make a little sense. Switch over to nano-communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir. Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary
Thanks
for
for
launching
dropping by,
a
buddy.
nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
What?
I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence, even among those with code word clearance.
Huh?
Politics, the military, the economy, they control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit. The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game. By pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency. Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece. I wanted to leave my own mark in history, but my ambitions were... You'll understand someday. I wished to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yes. I'd intended to use the new Metal Gear as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining chip?
But I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge the Patriots, even if it means the destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests in the hands of the Patriots. They regulate the country's various interests through controlled presentation, staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum, a space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated
Jacob,
power
if you're almost
struggle.
done, is Maximilian
Panic,
streaming? Let
civil
me check,
war,
see if he still
chaos.
is. More than likely he is, because
Like
he's
it or
playing
not,
Transformers
the Patriots
Devastation
is
like
an
I was
organization
today.
that must continue to exist.
Yeah, he's still
So
going.
you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
I'm #1 for streaming this out of 2
When I
people.
told
That
Solidus
doesn't
that I
come as a
wished to prevent
surprise, because
disaster,
when I started
he
streaming it
replied
last
that
night,
pawns
I
can never
was the only
become
person
players.
streaming it.
And who is this Solidus?
My predecessor.
Alright, night, Ash. See you later,
George
buddy.
Sears. That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third Snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project. Neither solid nor liquid. He was a well-balanced masterpiece that the Patriots saw fit to entrust with the presidency.
Oh, damn.
However, he fell out of grace with the organization 4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago. Shadow Moses.
That's right. At the time, the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex and an advanced nuclear warhead.
Max is playing Transformers
However, this
tonight.
did not fall in line
I mean,
with
dude,
the
like, the
Patriots'
game
plans.
came out today.
What's
Like,
more,
it's
Solidus
brand new
decided
gameplay.
on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
I thought
Not
he
a big fan of
resigned.
Transformers.
That's the story
Dude,
given
it's
to
kind
the
of worth
general
checking
public.
out. Like, I
Following
did an
his
entire
resignation, the
playthrough today,
Patriots
and the game
selected
is
me,
amazing.
their
Like,
new
it's
pawn
so
for the
over the
presidency.
top, action
But that
packed.
would mean
It's
that the
really,
presidential
really good.
race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went according to plan, but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his untimely death.
Cap?
Yeah, that is true.
Correct.
You did come
But
in for
before
a
the
bit, didn't you?
Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell, winning over Colonel Golukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time, knowing that his opportunity would soon arrive.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against
That
the
was mostly
Patriots.
to support you.
By
I'm
stealing
really
the
not a robot
Patriots'
guy.
most
Hey
valued
man, to
project,
each their own.
he would
I don't
be able
judge.
to place them in a very uncomfortable position.
If Transformers ain't
it's
your
the
thing,
only
then it ain't
chance
your
he
thing.
has for survival.
I totally
Once
understand.
he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Metal Gear is already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Then where's the new Metal Gear?
Right here.
What?
You're standing in it. To be more precise, this entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
What'd you say?
No, I'm quite serious. The upper structure that you've seen is camouflage, designed to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor. The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear. That's the code name for the new Metal Gear.
Arsenal?
That's right. Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress carrying a load of over a couple of thousand missiles, including nuclear warheads, all protected by a horde of mass-produced Metal Gear Ray units.
Mass-produced?
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear variations throughout the world. The Patriots had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal gear.
So now anti-Metal Gears are guarding a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it? That's not all. Arsenal Gear has full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal Gear is more than just a military tool. It is a means to preserve the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control. The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information. The world will drown in the coming flood of information, and they along with it. The Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes. The GW system is the Patriots' trump card. Arsenal Gear will be fully operational when GW is successfully integrated. Once operational, it will be a completely new form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for what?
I'd hoped to trade my way into their ranks. The Solidus preferred rebellion.
Hey, crazy boy, how you doing, dude?
His plan to unleash a nuclear blast over the skies of Wall Street to break the Patriots' control over the business community is also a key factor in his offensive effort.
Outer heaven?
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal Gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems.
Not too bad. We're just waiting for the president to shut up so we can go to sleep.
Stop them before that happens. That is your role.
Role?
You've got to find Emma Emmerich. She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for Arsenal Gear. I believe she's somewhere on level B1 in the core of this
Hey,
building.
Arsenal, how you doing,
I thought
buddy?
the levels below us were flooded.
I'm sure they won't let her die just yet, as she's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1.
Yeah, crazy boy, you're kind of showing up at kind of like the ass end of my stream, because I've been going for almost
It'll give you access all the way
3.5 hours now. And we did like a 6-hour stream earlier today.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control
it's okay,
functions
dude.
between
Like,
GW
I'm getting
and
to the
Arsenal
point that I'm
Gear.
streaming
Take
pretty
Emma
much every
to the
day, so I mean,
computer room
obviously
on
you'll
level
have other chances.
B2, Shell 1 core. She'll know how to load the program into the main system.
A virus?
That's right, modeled after Foxdie, a biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
But yeah,
The
Arsenal, you
Patriots
missed
had
it,
it
dude. We
engineered
did Transformers
And
Devastation
Ocelot
all in
forgot to
one
search it.
sitting.
You've got to
It was a
hurry.
blast.
That disc is the only way you're going to stop Arsenal. Well, I've told you everything you need to know.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, the
only
Transformers
one thing
Devastation
that
stream
remains to
was
be done.
amazing. Everybody was just kind of like hype and awestruck. I was gonna buy this game today,
kill
but didn't know if it was good.
What
Oh,
the-
dude, like the Metal Gear games
There's
are
no
great.
time to
Every
argue.
single
The
one of
final
them.
check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it!
Raiden is actually not
That's
a
the
god.
rule.
You are correct. He's actually a demigod.
No!
That's abusing your right to free speech, Mr. President. Or is it ex-president?
The president! Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped.
Oh my god.
I'll see you around, carrier boy.
Ryvance is probably spinning in his chair right now. Ocelot just shot and killed the president.
Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you...
Find Emma. Stop
That's
Arsenal.
true, at least he didn't spin the revolver this time.
Order as your commander-in-chief. I'm counting on you.
And now we have to do another Kodak before I can actually save. Or, okay, I can actually save. Sweet. What? You're not gonna let me save? Really? Okay, there we go.
Colonel, the president is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal Gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell
Asian Game
facility
No Likey
being a
Senpai.
front for Arsenal Gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary
Yeah,
to
the game
verify
just
the
gave me a
facts.
big old middle
However,
finger
he
right
was
there,
the
didn't it?
president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the vice president, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave
And
me on
then
the
there's
Patriots?
this bitch.
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out. Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's
Or as
supposed to be
Vegeta
located on
would
level
say,
B1
and now the
in the core of
woman's
that
here.
building you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
Yeah, still calling him Jack instead of Raiden.
What's your status, Raiden?
Snake, the president, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Abacab.
The
What
enemy's
Metal
lost
Gear
their
is
nuclear
this?
strike capability.
Crazy Boy, thanks for the
But
follow,
that
dude.
Ocelot guy obviously
Yeah, this
killed
is
the
Metal Gear
president on
Solid 2,
purpose.
Sons of Liberty.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal Gear.
You knew about Arsenal Gear?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me about it?
you never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know that the big shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal Gear? Yeah, I did. It's exactly what the President and Ames described, a massive cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when
Why
did
are
you
they
find
talking
out about all
you?
of this?
It
Because
took a while,
apparently
but we
you are the
uncovered
next
the
Metal
info
Gear.
around the time you took out
You are
that
the
mad
next Metal
bomber.
Gear Arsenal. You are a Metal
There's
Gear.
no doubt that Arsenal
And I
Gear is
must
being
destroy
built
you.
here. And it was all set up 2 years ago, on that day. All of it.
2 years ago. What really happened here?
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news, on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos
In
of the
my
new Metal
opinion,
Gear, we
what's
could
the best
persuade
in
the
Metal Gear?
government. At least that was the plan at the time.
Story-wise, Metal Gear Solid 4.
I've gone through VR training with
Gameplay-wise,
the
Metal
tanker
Gear
mission
Solid
before.
5.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission. I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain
Does that mean revoking his mod status?
Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gurlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man.
Does that mean I'm a transformer? Yeah.
Their target was also.
No, it means you're a gigantic.
But Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gurlukovich and Marine Commander.
You were a gigantic
Dolph,
apparatus
and he hijacked Ray.
that has several mass-produced Metal Gear Rays defending it.
All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, "I'm taking it back."
Ocelot then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine Corps.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with a sinking tanker. Small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us.
Guys, can you please
Photos
stop
of Snake,
talking so I can
taken by
save
the
and
Cypher,
go to
were
bed?
released to the public. In
Even
turn, we became the
even one
world's
of my
most
cats is
wanted
staring at me
environmental
on the bed,
terrorists.
like, why aren't you over here
It was
yet?
definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose
And then the
Snake?
other cat's on the ottoman that I
Since the
normally lay
Shadow
my feet
Moses
on watching the
incident,
TV.
Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Yeah, you're a dirigible water boat.
Yes,
water
to a
building.
certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an example of him so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray. They followed this up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it. Then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Colonel Gurlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Forget it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles...
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich
my sister?
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.